Welcome to the OBrien Sisters Comedy Show. Now here they are, the OBrien Sisters.
Hey, and welcome to the OBrien Sisters Comedy Show. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Robin.
And we're the OBrien Sisters. How you doing this morning, Robin?
I'm doing pretty good. I got some sunburn. How about you?
We are still working our sunburn. We were together all last week in Florida. Mm-hmm. And the very last day that we were there, a Thursday, we did what any wise 42 and 44-year-old woman would do and not wear sunscreen at the beach all day.
I know, because we've been out like wrong? 4 times so far that week, so we thought, we're fine.
We're fine. And we had an umbrella. And anyway, long story short,
we went out from 11 to 4. That was dumb.
We did we were reckless.
Hey, but we weren't as dumb as you were when you were 16 and put Crisco on your body.
That was when I was 12 / possibly 13.
Okay.
So, but I did some stupid stuff at 16, I'm sure.
We'll
figure that one out. But I did actually put Crisco.
Yes,
Me and my friend Erin put Crisco, and we laid out on her back deck in Atlanta Beach. And
y'all
I got
like
crazy burned.
You were. I'm surprised you didn't go to the hospital. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably been a few times I should have been hospitalized because of my sunburns. But the Lord pulled me through. And this last sunburn, I have to admit.
Come on, Jennifer. Talk about it.
This was tough. Like, I'm so
Come on,
itchy.
look at that.
I know.
That hurts.
Okay, we both literally
I look like a Rothko painting, but it's made with like creamsicle and like pink.
Yeah, and the sad part is, time has passed. So like the fact that we're still looking like we just got out of the sun, this is probably some sort of documented.
But I will say this: I do look slightly tanner, my normal brown color, like I used to look when I lived in Florida. So I kind of like it.
Yeah, you do. You look.
So
good.
I could see why people go and get spray tans year round up here.
Yeah, but then they look orange half the time.
They do.
See, Robin used to wear, I got to talk about this because you mentioned spray tan. Robin has this stuff she used to spray on her legs, but it turned orange and then it ran, like it dripped. So she had like this orange drip thing on the back of her legs one time.
Melted creamsicle legs.
It was terrible. And I was like, what are you doing? And here's the bad part. Okay. I got on to you, you're like, oh yeah, I'll never do that again. 2 days later, I run it, I come back over and you've resprayed. And you're like, yeah, but I smoothed it out this time. I was like, Robin, you are still orange. You looked orange. Like, just from
because I wear skirts and I wanted to have some tan legs.
Well, they were orange. They were orange. They were
drips.
Like bright orange, like safety orange. Like I felt like you should be in a crossing guard somehow. Just so
I was always trying to cross my legs to cover up the drips.
Yeah, that was really bad.
It was.
Well, you know what we're looking for? We got a special guest on the show today, don't we?
Oh, he's so funny.
Yeah, we have a really funny guy. His name's Daren Streblow.
You guys are gonna love him.
Very funny comedian, and we're looking forward. We're do some banter with him, and we also have a few sketches.
Sketches get stitches.
You love saying that. I don't know when it's going to get funny, but I'm holding for it. All right. Well, we look forward to that.
Okay.
And, we'll be right back.
All right.
Roxie and Rose Advice Corner, giving you advice whether you need it or not. But trust us, you need it. Hello, I'm Roxie.
And I'm Rose.
And we're here today we got a special guest. Isn't that right? We have Mario. Say hello, Mario.
Oh,
right, exactly.
So sweet. That's so
exactly.
You're always handing out the compliments, Mario.
Oh, he's just a door. But it's so good. Oh, it's so good to have. He's going to help us answer some of these letters today.
Right.
Okay.
So here we go. First one out of a mailbag. Dear Roxie and Rose.
Oh, so
sweet. Dear Roxie and Rose, I'm going on vacation with my boyfriend, but here's the trick. He can't swim. Wondering how I should handle our next trip to the ocean.
Oh, okay. So, looks like you may have a bit of an opportunity here.
That's true. The question is, do you like him?
That's right, because this may be an opportunity to cut things off. Do you understand where we're trying to go with this right here? Mario, do you want to weigh in on this at all?
But they just swim and they think it's scramble and they swim and they fun. Every evening,
Oh, you know what? I couldn't even have said it better myself. That's beautiful advice. Mario, you're incredible.
Yeah.
This guy, he's just filled with wisdom, this Mario.
He could have his own show.
He should have his own show.
He could call it something.
He could call it the Mario Show.
Yeah.
Or,
He could have his own app.
Yeah. Oh, wouldn't that be special?
Yeah.
The Mario app. I have to download that.
All right. Well, we're Roxie and Rose, and we're giving you advice.
Whether you need it or not. But trust us, you need it.
And welcome back to the O'Brien Sisters Comedy Show.
I'm Robin.
And I'm Jennifer, and we're the O'Brien Sisters. We have a special guest with us today, don't we, Robin?
Yes, we do. We have Daren Streblow, all the way from Minnesota.
All the way from Minnesota.
Well, I'm honored to be on your show. This is fun. I love your show.
Oh!
I do.
We're going to repeat that every morning.
Yes.
Over and over and over again.
Well, we love your show, too.
We do.
So we're excited to have you on as
Thank
well.
you.
Well, let's talk about where you met Daren.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead. Launch it in, Robin.
Okay, the Christian Comedy Association in Nashville.
Yeah.
By the coffee dispenser, I think. Every time I went there,
right.
Robin was sitting there, I think, trying to drink it right out of the machine. So
Yep, sounds right.
we have that in common. Love of the Java. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And I've got the teeth to show for it.
That's right. She sure does. She sure does.
When did you decide you wanted to be a comic?
Well, I never considered it, I think, just openly in my mind, like, that's something I should consider. I had people come up to me all the time and say, hey, you're funny. You should think about being a comedian. And to me, that was like saying, you should be an astronaut. And I'd be like, oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I have no idea what to do with what you just said. Because I'm from northern Minnesota. Never met any comedians.
Or astronauts.
And stuff. But I actually got a very strong kind of spiritual sense that, like a calling almost to do it. And I don't think if God hadn't done that, I think he just felt sorry for me. Like, oh, he doesn't get it. So he kind of pulled in a little extra spiritual help there to get me started.
Aww.
But once I did, it made sense because I couldn't go to a restaurant without making a fool of myself and trying to make people laugh.
Oh, like Robin.
Which was, my wife felt that was, it's
always been there.
My wife didn't want to go to restaurants with me or parties anymore because, ISV, the center of attention. And once I started doing stand-up, I really did settle down and it was easier to be with in public. So those were kind of signs that this is the right thing for me to do. So I've been doing it 19 years now.
Wow.
Time. And, you guys know that's not actually that long. I mean, you could spend... everyone we know that's super uber famous at it,
Yes.
they're like 30, 35 years deep. I mean, it takes a long time to figure out what you're doing in this business. And I still got a lot to learn, but I am enjoying the process.
That's great. And you actually have your own radio show. Tell us about that.
I do. Yeah. I think it was 6 years ago now. We launched the Daren Streblow Comedy Show, a syndicated radio show, and we're now on about 115 stations. And And we have an app.
Oh.
We have an app on iPhone and Droid, and we have the whole thing, and it's just kind of this celebration of comedians around the country. This weird fraternity sorority thing where not only are we, comedians, but we're the clean comedians. We're doing it clean, which is a very small subset of comedy culture. So it's all of us. Weirdos getting together on a weekly basis, sharing stories, sharing routines, and just laughing. And there's spiritual stuff, too, so we call it the collision of comedy and the soul. And a lot of people enjoying it, and it's been really a lot of fun.
So tell us, what's the most rewarding part of your job doing radio?
Oh, boy. What I think the biggest win, especially early on, and you two know this because you've been in comedy so long, when you start doing comedy, you're so analytical about it. You start looking at the mechanics of it. How do I build it?
Yes.
So every time you hear comedy, you're not enjoying it for comedy's sake. You're trying to deconstruct it so you can, see how it was made and make it yourself. Which, don't get me wrong, that's fun. But comedians aren't sitting in a room with comedy laughing their heads off. Generally, they're in the back of the room going, "Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good."
Right.
Well, when you host a comedy show, you can't go, "Oh, that's good," with comedians when they're doing shtick. You have to actually laugh. And when I started laughing at my peers, the endorphins came back, and all the old feelings that I used to enjoy when I watched great comedy started coming back. So it's been very cathartic and I'm feeling all the benefits of laughter again. So that's probably the biggest thing is I get to be a comedy enjoyer again because I'm highlighting not only my stuff but you guys' stuff and that's fun for me.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. That's really cool. So we were.
You guys are so affirming. All my answers. You just. I want to do this every week.
Okay.
Can we just have a Q&A every week?
Let's do it.
For my sake, my self-esteem.
Yeah,
is that possible?
We'll be your wake-up call.
That's right.
Your wake-up call.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, sure.
I have a very.
I'll send you a check.
I have a very scratchy morning voice, and it sounds a little bit like Satan, but I am still on board with that morning wake-up call. Just want to warn
sound like
you.
that guy on the Addams Family, the tall guy in the morning, right up until coffee. So.
Oh, very good.
Morning.
Oh, let's hear that again.
Yes.
Can you do that one more time?
Good morning.
Oh, that's good.
It's scary.
I've got
I don't wanna scare you.
I could go into mine. Here's mine.
Good morning.
Oh,
Would you like a cup of coffee?
Thank you. It's
that's your.
it is
Grandma
very.
Blanche.
It's. I get that from my grandmother.
Do it.
I do. I have a whole stick about this. We call her smoking lady, but it's pretty much every woman that lives in Florida that's been smoking for like 50 years, and they sound like they're Satan, and they're gonna just steal your soul. So
saying all that, who is your dream guest that you haven't had on the show yet? But you're like,
Probably the O'Brien sisters. Very soon.
Yes.
okay,
We'll
there.
have them on very soon. We're going to talk comedy. We're going to talk about that bond of sisterhood that they have, and how they've channeled that into entertaining the world. That is going to be a lovely conversation. There are heroes in comedy that I would love to have on, just so I could kind of, be all gushy with them. It'd be fun to. I wanted to have Brian Regan on for years. Because
Brian
he's
Regan.
been an influence. Sinbad, I've wanted to have on. But these guys are busy. They're busy doing comedy.
Is that what your wife tells you every night? Baby, they busy.
They want to be on your show. They want to spend time with you, but they're just so busy.
Yeah.
I'd love to have guys like that. I'd love to have, but I'm very blessed in who I do have on, and we have a lot of fun. So I look forward to having you on soon.
We would like to I don't know if you want to maybe do a few little improv stuff with us, see how it goes, no pressure.
Sure. Okay. Sure. Absolutely.
Perfect.
Okay. All right, and welcome to Home Shopping Radio, HSR. My name is Sherry.
And I'm Tina.
And we're so glad to have on the show today. And we have special guests in our audience.
Daryl, say hi.
Hi.
Now,
He's a little shy. He just turned 13.
Yeah, he is. He's actually our nephew.
Right.
Twice removed. And he usually helps with the phone, don't you, Daryl?
I like talking on the phone, and I like listening to your show every week, and I like dolphins by the sea when I can see them.
Right.
I'll never actually saw one, but I like it.
You're so special, Daryl. And Daryl, he's kind of legally blind, and that's why he hasn't seen him yet. But we're hoping that surgery is going to come through, and some of the money raised today is actually going to help little Daryl.
This today's show, we're going to call it 10% for Daryl's eye.
That's right, and that's a hashtag. If you want to hashtag that out there, hashtag 10% for Daryl eye, and it's just one eye.
One eye.
So it's not plural.
I would do more social media, but it's difficult to see the screen at this point.
Yeah.
And it's difficult because Mama doesn't have a computer.
Right.
Well, she Daddy kind of ruined it for you.
Maybe we could get like a computer before we got the eyes fixed, because then we could do the social media, and then I could see pictures of the dolphins.
Right. That's right.
Maybe what
What are we doing here?
Okay, Daryl.
Well, first of all, we're going to sell something, Daryl, because it's
so sweet.
Bless
his heart.
Oh, he's sweet.
You know, this is Daryl's first time out of the house today, folks, and he's just doing so well.
Yeah, they live on a dirt road. And
he actually
it's hard.
Look at the people out the window.
Yeah, that's sweet, Daryl. Close the drapes, honey.
They look so
Close
nice.
the drapes, Daryl.
Daryl, you're staring at them's making them nervous.
You can't do
that. Do not call 911, sir.
No, sir.
He doesn't
okay.
know.
He doesn't
know. Okay.
I feel misunderstood.
It's okay, son.
We know you feel a lot of things deep down, Daryl. All right,
Okay,
well,
let's talk about the first
we're going
thing
to
we got
introduce
today
our
on the
first
show.
item today is we actually have Beanie Babies today we're selling. We have brought them back. And these are only Beanie Babies from McDonald's. So these are made special. These were made back in the 90s. And we have, they're just Panda Bear.
It's
beanies.
only panda here.
Only
but
pandas.
They're all missing
Yes.
one leg. So
Yes.
there was some sort of, that's what makes these special.
That's right. That's why these are HSR special. And we have, how many do we have here
We got
today?
about 3 cases of them. There's 144 to a case, so you do the math.
Okay, Daryl, do you see those boxes over there with the beanies?
No, I do not.
Okay, walk
I'm
3
sorry,
paces
I forgot.
forward, turn left, and walk 2.
There. Oh, Mama never bought us Beanie Babies. It was always the Barnacle Babies.
Okay.
At that, yeah, I think that's the generic.
Well,
Yeah.
we might be able to let him
you
have.
Daryl,
These,
Go ahead.
I only see these are fuzzy, but they seem so beautiful. Can I have them?
Daryl, take 2 out for you and just go sit back on the couch, okay? Okay, so we've got 3 cases of these, and we're going to sell them individually.
That's right. So all you need to do is call up here to the radio station HSR and call with code number 73A.
Okay, and how much are they going to go for
We're going to
today?
pay them for $2.76.
Oh, y'all, these are a steal.
They
You
are.
can go on eBay
Okay.
right now and check the prices. These actually
Now
are.
remember, put in the search bar missing leg.
Okay.
Panda.
That's what makes it a
Baby.
collector's item.
Baby.
It's a collector's item. These missing legs are these go on eBay right now. These are probably going for at least $5. So we are saving you half the price. Okay.
right. Okay.
All right, and we're going to
else
move
we got
on to our
next?
next item. Okay.
I've decided to keep the septipus.
Okay, Daryl, that's real good of you. Just sit there and drink your diet soda.
Sorry.
Yes, that's
Sorry.
okay. That's okay. You can't see nothing, honey. We understand. Okay, listen, our next one is we have some lotto tickets today, okay? I've got 5 scratch-off tickets. They have not even been used. They can go up to $10,000 a ticket, okay?
How much are we going to sell those for today?
Typically, they go for $1 if you go
Right,
down to the Circle
right.
K and
Yes.
get one.
No. What?
I'm going to sell
No.
these
No.
for $3.
$3.
So you basically just got 2 free lotto cards, and these could go up to $10,000 a piece. That's $50,000 worth.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
So you call up here and you got your code numbers. Code number 742.
You know, don't
No.
do codes. That's just coming out of my pocket. This is just something I'm
that's
throwing out
straight
there.
up.
So I'm
so
going to
you got
pocket
to
that
just keep a nod at
cash.
the door and do it only on Tuesdays. Okay, move on to the next item.
Okay. Our last item for today.
Ooh, this is good.
This is good. Y'all know I've been doing a lot of rescue with the dogs, and I've got about 14 rescue dogs in my house right now, all golden retrievers. And I've got 2 full bags of trash bags full of hair, of dog
That's right.
hair.
2 trash bags full of golden retriever
Daryl,
hair. It's
are you
pristine
going through
hair.
those bags? Don't go through those trash bags, Daryl.
Dar-
I find the flavor is not so bad
Okay.
after a couple of helpings.
Okay.
It's actually very delicious.
Daryl, that's not for eating, son.
No, honey,
Oh,
that's not
gosh.
dip. Take that out of your
honey,
mouth.
I'm
No.
concerned for you.
It's okay.
Y'all, just let this be a reminder. 10% of the proceeds today are going to help little Daryl and his
You can see the
eyesight.
struggle
It's real.
in his eyes.
Oh.
Or, well, not really, but
You can imagine
Yes.
seeing the
You can
struggle
see it
in
in
his
his
eyes. And, oh boy. So this trash bag is nice. Listen, for those that like to sew out there and do stuffed animals and make all sorts of fun little things in your craft
pillows.
nursery. Yeah. So you want these 2 bags of dog hair. This is a This is a HSR special.
Right.
We're going to do them 50 cents a bag today.
50
cents, y'all. That is it. These trash bags alone on their own are probably at least a quarter.
Right.
So y'all are getting a steal.
Yes.
Y'all better call on these because now listen, if anybody's allergic to animals, we don't recommend that you
unless you don't like them.
Well, that's a whole nother story.
Okay. All right.
But
we had a good time.
We had a good time. Daryl, you did so good today, sweetie. I'm gonna get you some Starburst at the store on the way home. Okay.
The zebra beanie didn't have it had 4 legs on it, so I chopped off the leg to give it the 3.
Oh,
thank you, Daryl.
Daryl, what's that in your mouth?
I can't seem to stop.
Okay, sweetie, just put the bag down. Okay. That's okay.
Daryl's mom's listening. You want to come on by.
That's right. Just remember the hashtag 10% off.
Yeah.
Daryl I.
That's right.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Daryl.
We'll see you next time.
All right.
Bye. Okay. Hey, you know what would be a really good idea?
I don't know. What would be a really great idea, Jenny?
Maybe following ourselves on social media.
That's right. Okay, go to Twitter right now and follow OBrien Sisters.
Ooh.
And we follow back.
We absolutely do.
And what else? Where else can they find us?
Find us on Facebook, OBrien Sisters.
OBrien Sisters.
And on the World Wide Web.
Yeah, www.OBrienSisters.com.
Follow today.
Hi, I'm Charlie Cheeks.
And I'm Fanny.
And we're the Butts County Town Puppet Players with your July public service announcement.
That's right. This summer, as you go and play outside, be careful because you could get bit by a tick.
It's not good. They crawl on you and suck your blood.
And you can contact a disease called Lyme disease. And trust me, it has nothing to do with citrus.
Paralyzed isn't fun.
No. Have a great summer.
You've worked hard all year, and now it's time for a vacation. You're at the beach. Everyone's having a great time, but wait. You can't see your cell phone. But now there's cell phone shade. Cell phone shade is the perfect thing for going to the beach with a family. You can see your screen, watch movies, be on Facebook, all while your kids are enjoying themselves, so you can continue to ignore them.
Hey, this is Joan Peterson here with a quick little life hack. As an Uber driver, I've often had a few little people leave some of those prosthetic arms in the back of my Uber. This actually has helped me tremendously when it comes to some of those drivers out there that just like to get a little vocal and do all sorts of crazy stuff. I pull out that prosthetic arm and just do things with it that I don't feel comfortable doing with my own hands. Thanks so much. This has been Joan Peterson with a Life Hack Moment.
Wow, I've had a really great show today.
Oh, yeah. It's been great having Daren on and just having a good time.
I hope that everybody, if you listen out there, go download his app.
Right.
Come on.
Do it. And then he's also at DarenStreblow.com. So the app link is on there as well. So that's right. So we always like to close the show with a scripture.
We're going to bring it from the book of James. We're going to say James 1, and this is 4. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all, without finding fault, and it will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. And that person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord, because such a person is double-minded and unstable in all they do.
Wow, sounds just like me.
Yeah.
No, I love that scripture. It's very convicting.
What does it say to you, Jenny?
Well, I definitely tend to struggle sometimes. I'll pray for God to kind of direct me, and then if it starts to get a little hard, I'm like, oh, maybe God's not in this. And then I start to doubt and be like, well, maybe I shouldn't have done that, or maybe I need to go this direction.
Second guessing.
Always. So, and I feel it. My anxiety increases. I start to get a little more. I just don't feel that solid peace that when I'm walking with the Lord and I'm trusting in Him, there's a peace that surpasses all understanding. I mean, it's in Philippians, but I definitely feel that under attack right now because I've definitely been wrestling with some things. So, great scripture, and I really feel encouraged to just really check my heart and making sure I'm just trusting God. And
yeah, because it says when you're asking and you're truly asking, don't doubt.
Wow.
That's hard.
That is hard for somebody who has trust issues like myself. Just to say, okay, God's going to take care of this. And, because I'm always like, oh, did I do it right? Did I mess up? Maybe I should do it this way. Maybe, and I'm just in my head a lot. And I know that's their faith isn't there. That's where the fear is.
It's not being surrendered.
Right. Yeah.
But we're always working on that. We always will. That's
Serenity
just
now!
Serenity now. Yeah. We're always working on that.
We're always working on it. But that's a good scripture. It's convicting and it's encouraging at the same time.
And it mentions the beach, so I thought it was apropos.
Yeah, so. With our sunburn still, we feel like we're right there.
Yes, being tossed by the waves.
Well, on that note, I think it's time to go and maybe catch some waves at Lake Altoona today. You got those shorts, Robin?
I haven't burned them yet. Maybe we'll do that one day. I'll burn that when I get those new ones because I bought new ones. You scared me so much that I can never wear those again. The picture is on Facebook. It got 3 likes.
I was one of the likes, so got 2, but that's okay.
Yeah. But anyways, we had a great show today, and we're so glad, and can't wait till to hear next week's show. Tune in.
All right. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.